Efewarriboy talks in comparison between stand-up comedians and skit makers.
See, your talent, not be single talent, drop album. Not be joko. Drop album. Leave single, drop album. I can't listen to them. I can't drop album. After like 1 week, I go pick the album where I drop them.
Top Nigerian stand-up comedian, musician, and compare Efewarriboy in an interview with Hip TV speaks about the comparison between stand-up comedy and skit comedy. He shares that he's not a fan of comparison, but opposed that skit makers make more money than the stand-up comedians do.
No, I'm not going to say it's not possible. In every field of entertainment, you're going to find those that are making it big in every aspect of entertainment, even in stand-up comedy. So they are comedians as well. We're just in different branches of comedy. I do skits myself. So that's not true. Come on, man. There's no skit maker that I know that make the kind of money that Bobby makes. Basket mat. Come on, we are many now. So, but of course, there are upcoming comedians who are not making as much as these guys are making. So I don't like the comparison anyway, but I don't think it's true.
When asked why comedians gravitate towards the movie industry, Efewarriboy says it's only natural for comedians to gravitate towards acting in movies because they also act while performing comedy. He added that such transition is an aspiration that challenges comedians to be creative and expand their horizon.
You have to understand, first of all, stand-up comedy is acting on its own, right? The only difference is that that's more like a monologue. This is you telling a story, you're acting it out, you're directing. So it's the same thing. It's more like a stage play. The difference is just these guys are doing it on screen, these guys. So it's the same thing. So it's only natural for comedians to gravitate towards movies. I mean, we didn't start today. The likes of Eddie Murphy, Kevin Hart, and the rest. It's just a natural thing that will happen. Any comedian, the aspiration of any comedian is, as I'm doing my stage craft, to get to a point where I'll start doing movies. So it's something that we always look up to. It's not like, it doesn't stop creativity. As a matter of fact, it challenges you to be more creative. You know, basically, it's a good thing. It's normal.
When asked about the growth and acceptance of music sector to comedy, Efewarriboy had this to say.
I think the music industry grow first, then the comedy sector will grow with it. Like, I can remember 2-3 years ago, they celebrated 25 years of Def Jam comedy. The music was already popping before that. I mean, Michael Jackson was already selling out, arenas, making big money before the... So I think music has just taken that front stage. Comedy is coming. Okay, it is natural. There was a time that it was movies that we knew about in this country. So now it's music that is taking the shine. And don't forget, there are not many musicians who can charge what a Basket Mount, I Go Die, Bobby, Alibaba, what they will charge. So if we're going to start naming comedians, musicians who charge big money, I can name them. There are no more than 10. Do you get my point now? So it's the same thing with the comedy industry. Okay, I won't say the musicians are charging more, are making more money, but this is what I would say regardless. As comedians, we own our content, okay? So we make money from different angles. If I do a show today, I'm the owner of the show, I can sell my content to anybody. But musicians most times get paid to perform. So musicians may make the money fast, but on the long run, the comedian will keep making money with his content. So it's just the same thing. Just different time period.
Talking about how comedians crack jokes, Efewarriboy made it known that comedians often know when to draw the line. He added that for comedians who are still rising, it's difficult for them to crack insensitive jokes because their brand had not been trusted.
First things first is that there's nobody that's above mistake. You can mistakenly crack a sensitive joke. I think the intention is what is important, okay? Because as comedians, from what I've studied, we look for the lines and we cross those lines, okay? Now, it will now depend on how funny it is to your audience, and you have to have patience, okay? If your brand is not as big as this, you can't crack certain jokes. It's just true reality. There's a level to which your brand will be, big. You can say certain things and you get away with it. The audience will find it funny. They know you are joking. They know you. They've trusted your brand all these years. But if a young comic comes up to say, well, I don't want to mention any stuff now, any sensitive stuff, it will be difficult for people to understand. Because first, they are still trying to know this guy. Then you are now trying to be, so we have to be careful, know when to draw the line. It's just, the mistakes can happen.
Speaking on the Humor Awards being organized to recognize and appreciate comedians for their creativity, Efewarriboy says it's a good initiative as it serves as a reminder that efforts have been recognized. He also encouraged others to follow suit so there can be more awards given to the comedy industry.
I'm not the type that would judge anybody based on awards, right? But having said that, I think award is very important, okay? It's very important so that we can, most times, what it does is just to remind you that we are seeing what you are doing and we need you to do more, basically. And of course, it will also, prop the guys coming, behind you to say, if you do well, you will get this. So that's like an extra prize aside the money you are getting from the job now. So that's more like everybody gathering together to celebrate you, which is good. So the Humor Award is very good for comedy. Up until now, like I said it before, that before this Humor Awards came, that I was going to give myself Lifetime Achievement Award next after once Buhari leaves. I said it, that after surviving Buhari said I'm going to give myself Lifetime Achievement Award. But since Humor Award is here, it's fine, it's okay, and it's a good initiative. We need more. Please, we need more.
On his upcoming project, Efewarriboy shares that he's working on his comedy special, as I was saying, which will come up in September at Terra Culture.
I'm working on my comedy special for September 26th, just a small Terra Culture. So the title of this show is, as I was saying, because the last time it was in 2019, I had a comedy special titled They Think I'm Joking. So right now it's a continuous, stuff. So this is, as I was saying. So yeah, watch out. Going to be rolling out the adverts from next month. So let's just see how it goes. Of course, we are going to obey all the COVID-19 rules and regulations. Yeah.